In Dominican and the Eastern Caribbean, the afternoon time is 1 o'clock. Welcome to Talk on the Block here on Q95 in the heart of capital city, Roseau, Dominica, the nature island of the world. We thank you for joining us. We'll be with you until the 3 o'clock hour. My name is Lennox Linton. Matt Pelletier will be back here in a few days. All right. Mr. G, good afternoon. Q family, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dominica. Good afternoon to our brothers and sisters at home and abroad. Special good afternoon to those of you taking time off to join us and to share in these conversations about the nation's business and how we get better and better, or try at least to get better and better all the time. As we talk to one another, as we engage, and we focus positively on the nation's business. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is July the 25th, 2024. Yeah, sports wrap coming up later tonight at 6 o'clock with Lockett, Sebastian, and the crew. Hoping to hear about the West Indies, that second test match there. The guys will explain it. These are the experts. They will tell us what really happened, what really went down. 457, lead of 41 in first innings, and then folding like pins in the second inning. 143 all out after being 61 without loss, losing all 10 wickets for 82 runs on a 5-day pitch that it didn't have any devils in it, quite frankly. So really what went on. And also, Mr. Sebastian, maybe you could shed some light on what's happening between some of our favorite cricketers of years gone by and some of our favorite people of current times. Sir Vivian Richards, Carl Hooper, and Brian Lara. What's up with the statements of Brian Lara that's caused consternation for Viv and for Carl Hooper? Sir Viv and for Carl Hooper. They issued a joint statement there. We expect to hear something about that on Sports Wrap this evening, because it doesn't look as though Sir Viv and Hooper are happy campers with that statement, or those statements made by Brian Lara suggesting emotional abuse on behalf of Sir Viv. Wow. Sir Viv of all people. All right, well, let's see how that goes, because Sir Viv and Hooper want retraction of the statement. They want an apology, and seems to be more in the mortar there than just the pestle. All right, so keep your eyes on that one. And this afternoon, we're going to spend a little time talking about a citizenship by investment program that appears to be doing well. All right. Appears to be doing well. Questions: why doesn't anybody else seem to be taking a leaf from this particular CBI investor that has announced itself to the world as the gold standard for citizenship by investment? We'll talk about that.
It's so good. Praise the Most High God. with your whole heart desire. Holding on Zion, the Lord's my shepherd, not one. Take me down to life, and by the street I lead. My soul has for and need to walk out within the path of righteousness, even for His name's sake. Yet though I walk in this darkness, it will I fear no evil. Light and star, they are with me. They surely comfort me. My Lord has heard in the presence of my Lord. My head, Lord, anointed with oil, my cup it overflows. Goodness and mercy all my life shall surely follow me. In just right before my dwelling place must be. And mercy all my life shall surely follow me. And in your house forevermore, my dwelling place shall be. Holy, holy, holy. Goodness and mercy all my life shall surely follow me, and in Jacob's life my dwelling place must be. My soul have restored again, and to walk of faith within the path of righteousness, even for His name's sake. Though I walk through the dark, yet will I fear no evil. Thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they surely comfort me. My little Lord hath furnished in the presence of my Lord. My head, Lord, hath anointed with oil, my cup it overflows. When I'm out and it's my time to play and song, it's a trading and big crew making a difference for you. I hear you get rocks anytime you drink it. Dance. The XM Supreme, 15 years. The XM Royal, 10 years. XM 5 years and the 750 milliliter bartender. Come on, pass me a Banks Drum, Banks Extra Matcha, Premium Blend. Try out the 200 or the 750 ml. Yeah, man, guaranteed for any occasion. Say you can't go wrong with Banks Drum. Hey, drink and taste the quality. Banks Beer, Malt and Chanel. Banks Supreme High Wine, the foot and the white wine, and for the fruitcake, Greta tell me, Banks Cherry Brandy. I give you Banks, you can taste the quality. When I'm out and it's my time to play, it's a trading and the crew making a difference for you. I hear you get ranks anytime you drink it. Remember, drink responsibly.
The New India Insurance Company has reopened its doors in Portsmouth, offering the same great services you get in Roseau. Motor vehicle insurance, home and business owners, fire and related perils, public liability, and so much more. Come, visit us today for insurance with a personal touch on Bay Street, Portsmouth, or call us at 445-4023. We are ready to serve you.
If you know your favorite store, dial it now. 612-1253. That's Mega Deals. You can rely on Mega for some real deals on name brand clothing and electronics. High quality, low price. We are a wholesale and retail store located in Calabishi, right on the main road. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram as Mega Deals Dominica. Like our page. Check out our stuff. Call us. Visit us. Would appreciate that. Come try it on. Love it. Buy it at Mega Deals. Your one and only online and brick and mortar store. Mega Deals is also on wheels. We make it convenient for your shopping. We deliver straight to your door. Email us at info@megadealsda.com. Rely on Mega Deals for some real deals.
I wanna drink Dominica best rum with you. I wanna drink, baby, Dominica best rum with you. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy, no right pepper way. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy, time to daily way. Okay, boom, my body. My baby, who's ready? Full energy. My woman, my baby, who's ready? Full energy. Okay, boom.
Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited. Drink it, but don't abuse it. Okay, boom.
By popular demand, the 92-year-old celebrated farmer Whitney Louis returns to Creole Handmade this Friday, July 26th on the big station 295 FM from 11 a.m.
I raised up on farm, but I didn't go to school. So I raised up on the land and in the sea. My father was a farmer, he was a fisherman. But in those days, there was, when my time, there was cane, cocoa, vanilla. These are the few things I made, and limes. And then after World War II, things was bad in Dominica. After World War II, I can remember I was 5 years old.
Whitney Louis.
Banana was number one crop. I get Farmer of the Year for bananas for two reasons: excellence and consistency.
Whitney Louis.
Oliver Leblanc is the man that put Dominica on its foot. Oliver Leblanc from Viecas is the one that bull out those hierarchy how shilling for Dennis, etc. the sellers out, and then he bring us in. Nous tout jeune beau, nous avons plein d'ambition, nous pas de faire. Nous avons travaillé avec le lot, nous avons pas de connaître, nous avons dit nous lâche, nous pas de aujourd'hui, pas de transport sans les pieds, nous, miles away. Oliver Leblanc de moun qui kale England pas apply pour terre. Nous moun qui ka West Dominic apply pour terre.
Sponsored by Digicel and hosted by Prince Wadix. And will be live on the Q95 FM Facebook page and YouTube channel. Join the Creole Habit this Friday, July 26th on the big station Q95 FM from 11 a.m. as prominent and trailblazing farmer Whitney Louis unravel part 2 of the decorated chapters of his illustrious career. Whitney Louis on Creole Habit, connecting Dominica to its history. Creole Habit, a front row seat into the culture of Dominica.
This is a land for citrus. I am going to cover my whole 21 acres in citrus. The parrot, oh Lord Jesus, I suffer. If I am poor today, it's because of the parrots. I suffer a lot. I was the only first Dominican, even the forestry did not know parrot eating oranges.
After working hard for many years in London, Goldwyn is now retired and back living in Dominica enjoying his pension. He toujours smile so we can see the gold teeth and toujours young. I met him coming out of Flosses with the help of some staff carrying different foods, drinks, and meats to his vehicle. Myself too fast to go and ask the man what's up. Is their story start? Now when we finish half I word, so that Kadimo de San Dominic per fini la hamwe. I said, Goldwyn, speak in English, don't force it. Then he said, I shop with intelligence, yeah? At Flosses, you get the most reasonable prices. For the bag flour, rice, sugar, milk, beers, soft drinks, water, rum, and so much more. Prices and quantities to fit your needs, mate. Because you just come down and want to tell me what I know about Flosses already. That's where I shop. It's not you alone that want to save money but still get the quality goods. That's right. And if you're listening to this ad, go and check out Flosses for yourself. Next to the Roseau Market, you can't miss it.
Now opened on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
A sponsored article on Investment Migration Insider is reporting that Dominica's Secret Bay pays out over $2.7 million in return on investment, outperforming expectations. The story reads, it's dated July the 23rd, 2024. That's Tuesday. And it reads, the residences at Secret Bay, the crown jewel development and only 6-star all-villa resort in Dominica, reports that it has paid out US $2.7 million in returns to more than 185 global investors. The internationally recognized Citizenship by Investment project, which is part of the award winning resort Secret Bay, also released year over year results between the first quarter of 2023 and the first quarter of 2024. During this period, the residences has outperformed expectations related to investor growth, return on investment payout, total sales, ADR, and more. Additionally, the team delivered new villas and new amenities on schedule. This success cements Secret Bay as the gold standard when it comes to CBI real estate investment opportunities. I repeat, this success cements Secret Bay as the gold standard when it comes to CBI real estate investment opportunities. Year over year growth successes include the Residences of Secret Bay has been paying its investors a consistent return on investment from the fourth quarter of 2019 to the first quarter of 2024. The total US dollar amount was over $2.7 million US dollars. Between the first quarter of 2023 and the first quarter of 2024, the residences at Secret Bay grew from 147 investors to 188 investors, 28% increase. Between the first quarter of 2023 and the first quarter of 2024, the residences at Secret Bay operating occupancy rate remained consistent, averaging over 65%. The average daily rate, ADR, increased by 45% during this same period. The number of villas has nearly quadrupled from 6 in 2019 to 20 in 2023. So there you have it, the story being reported on the Investment Migration Insider publication on the activities and the achievements of Secret Bay, especially as it relates to return on investment payments to investors. Now, remember what we're dealing with here. Secret Bay, residences at Secret Bay, is a citizenship by investment project, which means that investors in that project put up $200,000 each. They put up $200,000 for the investment that goes into the escrow account of the investors, and they pay a fee of $50,000 to the state for their citizenship, and they invest $200,000 in the project. So they're investing $200,000 in Secret Bay. With the numbers that Secret Bay has given, indicating that they have 188 investors now. They're up to 188 investors. You can do the math on that in terms of the number of, or the amount of money that Secret Bay has collected from these investments so far. It looks like 37.6 million US dollars. And on that, it has paid out an amount of $2.7 million to date. That's after 18 quarters, 4.5 years. It has paid out a total of $2.7 million in return on investment. So these investors in Secret Bay are getting something from their investment, and in the Citizenship by Investment program of Dominica, that is operated, that piece of it that is operated by Secret Bay. And Mr. Gregor Nassif, good afternoon to you, sir. All right, I'm happy to see this because it means that people are making investments and people are making money. Okay, I looked at the numbers more closely for the 5 quarters, quarter number 1 of the 4 quarters of 2023 and the first quarter of 2024, and the ROI payout, the return on investment payout, averaged about 4%. Okay? And in that period, they moved from 147 investors to 188 investors. So that additional 41 investors would have brought in another $8.2 million, on which people would have made, the new investors would have made like 4%. So you do the math on that. Point of the matter is that people have invested and people are making money. Now, the option here for development of the hotel is not bank money. The bank, if you're taking that money from the bank, you'll be paying 9+% on the money. This is not bank money, so you're not required to put up security and what your nenen and your power and your mother and your father own and so on to secure it. It's easier money than that, and it is money that belongs to the investors who are happy to accept a return on their investment. And in the case of what we're looking at here, on average, in the last, since the first quarter of 2023, you have an average return of about 4%. It was as high as 5.9% in the first quarter of this year. So it's looking up, so to speak. All right. So here's my question. Where are the numbers for the other citizenship by investment, real estate, or hotel development projects? Where are they? We have a few of them. We've never seen any numbers at all for the Kempinski down at Portsmouth, where, remember, the developers walked away with $163 million before the hotel had received a single guest. They walked away with $163 million from the so-called investors' money, claiming it was their share of the development profit. I don't know where the development profit, they say, is the difference between the amount of money you raise from the Citizenship by Investment program and the amount of money it costs you to build the hotel. That's not the model that Gregor Nassif seems to be operating, because in the Gregor Nassif model, there are investors who, in that model, are entitled to a return on their investment, and for 18 straight quarters have been paid that in that return on investment, according to reports from Secret Bay reported, carried in the Investment Migration Insider publication. So, Mr. Kempinski, Mr. Range Development, where are your ROI numbers? Are investors receiving any returns? Those who are building the Marriott and those who are building the projects on the West Coast, those who are building up in Castle Comfort, are we going to see similar numbers reported, indicating what these investors are making on their investment in the Citizenship by Investment program of Dominica? Very interesting. And Mr. Hayden, have you spoken to Mr. Gregor Nassif recently? Mr. Gregor Nassif of Secret Bay doesn't seem to have any difficulty bringing his Citizenship by Investment money into Dominica. Construction is going on. They're doing what they say they're doing, and a lot of it is on schedule and so on. What is this story we're hearing, Mr. Hayden, Mr. Abdullah, that you're having problems bringing in the Citizenship by Investment money to Dominica now? It's been reported to us now. So what is it that Mr. Nassif is doing that you're not doing? Or what is it that you're doing that Mr. Nassif is not doing that allows him to have no difficulty, but you seem to be having some difficulty? We need to learn from each other here, because at the end of the day, we want Dominica to be better off. And it's not a good thing when so many people and major contractors on projects funded by the Citizenship by Investment program of Dominica are unable to get their money because their money is stuck somewhere on the other side of the world in Dubai or wherever, and it cannot come through the international banking system because the main agent responsible and the one who is given carte blanche to do all these projects in Dominica cannot comply or is unable to comply or is refusing to comply with the money transfer requirements of the international banking system. So maybe there's a thing or two to learn from Mr. Nassif. How is he qualifying to move those monies and not seeming to have any difficulty with it? And another question. So since that he's doing so well, why not allow Mr. Nassif to get some more things done? I mean, one man has all of the projects of the Citizenship by Investment program under his belt, doing what he wants. This man is from the other side of the world, and Gregor Nassif is a Dominican. So why is Gregor Nassif not participating more in the utilization of CBI funding for the overall development of Dominica? I hardly believe that Secret Bay is all he would be interested in. I mean, he must be interested in helping with some public sector investment projects that are currently exclusively under the control of one man, Anthony Hayden, who seems to be having difficulty, who seems to be running $65 million above budget in the last financial year on the Modern Resilient Housing Program and $21 million above budget on the grammar school program, on the grammar school project. We don't hear those kind of or hear about those kind of numbers where Mr. Nassif's business is concerned, and so we wonder whether there's a role for people like Mr. Nassif in the build out of the economic infrastructure, utilizing funding from the Citizenship by Investment program. Mr. Nassif has announced himself as the gold standard, and nobody's challenging that. He's the gold standard for Citizenship by Investment projects. Well, no, let me not misquote her, because Gregor Nassif is a man I like to sue. So let me go back and read what Investment Migration Insider said. He said, not me. Okay, down here. Okay, right. This success cements Secret Bay as the gold standard when it comes to CBI real estate investment opportunities. This success cements Secret Bay as the gold standard when it comes to CBI real estate investment opportunities. So, the man says the gold standard. Nobody's challenging that. So, he's the gold standard. So, we need the gold standard to be featuring more prominently in other areas that involve the use of CBI money, not just private investments. Because we have one man who is in everything. His foot is in everything. It's in private investments, it's in public investment, it's in everything. He has his foot in everything. And right now, from the standpoint of the public interest, seeming to be making a royal mess of things. But we seem to have Dominican talent and capability that knows how to maneuver in this environment, sell the citizenship, do the development work, and so on. Maybe the government needs to be talking more to people like that. I'm just making a suggestion. Because I was happy to see this reporting from the residences at Secret Bay and Secret Bay, because it shows, a certain amount of transparency. At least it shows respect for the people that they have an idea or they know. At least an attempt is made to let them know what is happening with these investments into Citizenship by Investment, which is riding on the back of Dominican passports and citizenship. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, our minister.
How are you?
I'm fine. Won't you believe someone like Mr. Nassif should be running our country?
Well, I don't know whether they're interested in that sort of stuff, but I'm just talking.
I would be happy like what?
Okay. All right.
According to a lady that has said she would be happy, laughing, content.
All right. Good. I hope he's listening.
I know.
All right. 133. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Honorable, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I am a little troubled by your premise. Though I get your logic. I think we have to be careful. Gold standard to who? It's not to Dominica. It's not to Dominica, brother.
Mm-hmm.
We need the relationship
So-
that makes Dominica gold standard.
So
That relationship is
you're challenging the claim of Mr. Nassif.
No. The claim is an investor claim, and that's fine. But what I'm saying, gold standard to who? We are the premise. We are the providers of the passports. We are the providers of the land. We are the providers. You know.
Well,
and so
in the case of Secret Bay, the land is privately owned. It's not public.
Yeah, but where does money come from to buy the land?
Well, I guess, after when you put it all together, maybe some money from the CBI, the investment program, purchases the land.
It is our passports. It is our passports, and so that relationship, that relationship, we should be part of that investor collecting package. We should be getting our few millions separate from taxes and all these things.
You took $50,000 from the investor as a fee for the passport.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Okay, but ordinarily it's $100,000.
Yeah, which is even a joke by international standards. Even the international countries are questioning us on this stupidity.
Okay, but on the $100,000, we have collected over $11.4 billion in the last 8 years, and we've only seen $3.3 billion of it.
Yeah, and imagine if we were getting 200 for it, Lennox.
Well, yes. So we would be up. Would be up to over $20 billion in sales, and we would be maybe we would sell less because the price is higher, but would be up a significant amount. But you don't believe there is a bigger role for those who are showing a willingness to run these programs properly and transparently. And seeming to be succeeding at it.
The program itself the premise of the program is flawed. That's what I'm saying. The program needs to go back to the drawing board. I'm not even talking about the individuals. The program itself, it is not geared in our interest as a nation. It's getting the interest of individuals. Pockets get filled, investors. That's money going outside. What the Prime Minister said last year, how many millions? That's money going outside of Dominica, Lennox.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to encourage to be giving more money to these individuals. We need a national body dealing with this investor thing, so that we can cater to more endemic projects. We can have a better package coming for ourselves as a country.
Okay. All I'm saying, okay. I hear you, and I understand. All I'm saying is that based on the program that we've run for many years, and all of the talk we have heard about the real estate part of the Citizenship by Investment program, I haven't come across a better example of how it is supposed to be run than what I'm seeing from Secret Bay and the residents at Secret Bay and Gregor Nassif. All right.
I totally concur. I think Sam, if you talk to Sam too, Sam runs a comparable program, and so I've talking to him what I understand. But I'm just saying, the program itself, we need to go back to the drawing board to make it more advantageous to us as a people, not to individuals, but as a nation.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but I want to ask you something, because we're talking about the same MMCI, and this morning I want to tag off from Brother Bob Marley and his desperate plea for the way we are. And I see we spend time, talking about these things and the complaint thing, but what are we doing on that MMC thing, Lennox? That case that we're supposed to be making happen, it's a couple of years. I know. The
case burner, bro. Well, the case is with our lawyers. We have retained counsel to push that through the courts, and they're doing that. They're working on it. Right?
Yeah, but I think we need to keep it in front of the people. If it's funds we have to raise, if it's whatever, I think it needs to be happening instead of it comes at the last minute and then we're trying to make it happen. But I think because we complain and we don't give the people a sense of empowerment, and that is what worries me.
Yeah. Okay.
That is what worries me.
All right. I hear you. I understand. God bless. It's interesting comments there. I wanted to say to the point that the caller raised, I don't put Gregor Nassif and Secret Bay in the same category as Sam Raphael and Jungle Bay. They're two different things. Okay. Sam Raphael of Jungle Bay owes the state $6.1 million and has refused to pay and is using some sort of technicality to avoid responsibility for payment. I've never seen any reporting on Jungle Bay similar to what we are seeing from the residences at Secret Bay, and things. So I'm those two properties, and as being part of the real estate component of the Citizenship by Investment program in Dominica, to me, I'm not satisfied that they run on the same model. Gregor Nassif seems to have a model that is working, and I'm not sure what the model of Sam Raphael is. It seems to be, get as much money as you can from the program, build out your facility, and that's it. We don't hear anything about the investors. We don't hear anything about return on investment for them or anything of the sort. We just see money being raised by the citizenship program. People have their properties, and life goes on. All right, not the same thing as far as I'm concerned. I'm very sorry.
The Dominica Calypso Association calls on all its members to attend the Calypso Association's annual general meeting on July 27, 2024 at the Calypso House at Bath Estate from 10 a.m. The participation and the punctuality of members are hereby encouraged. A message from the board of the Dominica Calypso Association. The DCA AGM, July 27th, the Calypso House, 10 a.m. See you there.
She's beautiful, she is slim. She's my heart, but she's my dream. Ooh la la, dear darling.
We are in the hurricane season. When a hurricane is on the horizon, ensure you have a plan in place for you and your family. Know your evacuation route and have a designated meeting spot in case you get separated.
The cost of school supplies having you in a drag? With kids home from school, groceries just don't last. Well, the Dominican National Lottery is easing that burden with our sizzling summer back-to-school promotion with Big 4 with Multi-X. For every $10 or more spent on Big 4 with Multi-X, you get a chance to win grocery vouchers, school supply vouchers, and cash prizes weekly, ranging from $250 to $1,000. And wait, one lucky player will win $5,000 cash. That's $50,000 in prizes, available this summer when you play Big 4 with Multi-X. Promotion runs from July 8, 2024 to August 16, 2024.
Oh, I really wish I could just get petrol, Jimmy. I'll feel safer, man, instead of waiting till I reach right in that other spot.
Your wait will soon be over. Gas to Go is coming soon. Dominica's first independent gas station. Gas to Go along the Jimmet Highway. Coming soon. Gas to Go. Go further, faster.
Dominicans, insure your property, protect your property. You homeowner and businessman, protect your property, insure your property. Can't wait for the hurricane, can't wait till you flood again, can't wait till your roof fly out and all your business coming out. Remember, no insurance company will insure your property when a storm is approaching. Get ahead of the hurricane season and insure with a company who gives you the assurance of payment for your valid claim. Come speak with us today at the New India Assurance Company Limited, upstairs AC Shillingford and Company Limited, 24 King George Street, Roseau. Bring along an up-to-date valuation from a qualified engineer and get insured today.
Madam Boboy Madi, Laupali, Idikote Rice and Company. Ile Rice and Company, the only company I know with rice was cooking motor and back and neck. Now with the lap valley short. I said Bryce, the oh c'est place nefla will you have a roofing material and seamless guttering? Yes, 24 gauge governors, all colors. Ever open Nipo gas peel agent, they program the computer to give you the exact size you want. And the seamless guttering aluminum that can better withstand the elements you have in an easy way. So no leaking after a while. And so much more. Bryce and Company, the ad by 8 bank close to the old mill at Enfield. Telephone is 617-2468.
Beat the heat with world-class Lorotech inverter type air conditioners from ESA Trading Limited. State-of-the-art technology, quiet and super efficient. Lorotech inverter type air conditioners made by TCL are the most energy efficient air conditioning units, resulting in great savings on electricity. Lorotech DC inverter type air conditioners come with anti-corrosive golden coating for added protection and prevention of bacteria, double galvanized outdoor case against rust, 3-year warranty on complete unit with 5-year warranty on compressor. Available in 9,000, 12,000, 18,000, 24,000, and 36,000 BTU units. Prices start as low as $1,850. Plus, you get 10% discount on cash purchases. Higher purchase terms are also available. Also, ESA Trading Limited offers professional installation and after-sales service. Visit ESA Trading Limited today at the corner of Bayfront and Kennedy Avenue, Roseau, or Canefield Industrial Site, or call us on telephone numbers 440-0205 or 449-3636. ESA Trading Limited. We're making a difference for you.
Comes the sun.
We don't have the money.
Good morning, Mr. Good morning. Good morning.
We don't have the money.
The man never speak come see with only country money, buying election and building mansion. Now we going after credit union. You see, we want to set for people money.
And just to clarify, we were talking a while ago about the residences Secret Bay and so on being part of the real estate component of the Citizenship by Investment program. We spoke about 188 investors in that program who would have put up $200,000 each, somewhere in the region of 37.6 million US dollars. That is around $100 million. I want to be clear that $100 million was collected for investment purposes, and it's not part of the money we have counted that is supposed to come into the treasury of Dominica, the $11.4 billion from which we've only received $3.3 billion. That money for the Secret Bay investment and for other real estate investments and hotel development and so on, that's not part of this $11.4 billion. I wanted to make that clear so we don't get confused. All right, now we're going to go back to our budget thing that we've been doing for the past couple of days, kind of looking at what was promised versus the actual performance of the government in the financial year 2023-2024, which ended on the 30th of June, 2024. We'll do a bit of that this afternoon, but of course, as we get into it, I don't know if you have any other comments or any other questions on this matter that we started with, whether you need any further clarification. Or if you have any questions or you just want to comment, you can give us a call here. You know the number is 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097. We have 616-4257 as well. And the overseas line is 305-432-9624. A caller earlier was talking about the premise of the CBI the Citizenship by Investment program and how it needs to change. There's a lot we have to revisit. There's a lot we have to do with that program because the bottom line is the fact of the matter is we, the people of Dominica, are poorer for the operation of this program, while a select few people have made off with billions and billions of dollars that could be used for the development purposes of Dominica and for the betterment of the lives of the people of Dominica. That much we know. And so it's important that we, as the caller was pointing out earlier, revisit the premise of the program. But in terms of how it's operating now, what were the intentions and so on, we're seeing an example of what ought to be happening in the area of the real estate component of the Citizenship by Investment program, as is being reported from Investment Migration Insider on the operations and the success stories of the Secret Bay and the residences at Secret Bay. What we would like to see is the other players involved coming up with similar reporting and making similar achievements and advancements, because the promise of an investment in Dominica comes with employment opportunities for people. It comes with foreign exchange earning opportunities for the country. It comes with economic uplift benefits for the country as a whole. And to the extent that those are happening and people are reporting, well, yes, the investors are receiving their returns. And I really don't know whether these returns are on the basis of the operations of the hotel. It could just be returns from the investment vehicle that Mr. Nassif is using or Secret Bay is using. Point of the matter is, reports are coming to us now that yes, the investors paid their money. The investors got their passports. They paid their passport fees into the government. The investment monies went into construction of villas and hotel property and etc. And they're receiving returns. So the operation is running, and it's running with a certain degree of success. Where is the evidence we have that these others are running with a certain degree of success? What is going on with the Kempinski, for example, where those who developed it with the passport money went away before it started operating, the hotel started operating with $163 million. $163 million. $81.5 million each for Kamal Shahada and Muhammad Azaria, the executives of Range. Think of the shortfalls we're having now. Think of the number of people who are unpaid for services rendered to the government. Think of the contractors who are on these CBI-funded program that cannot get their money, and understand the significance of $163 million in that regard. Think of all the things that we could do with that. And one of the, as we go through the numbers this afternoon for where we had money approved and did not spend in important areas in the growth and development of Dominica that ministers of government were paid to do. They paid their salaries the entire year to get these projects that they said they would get done for the betterment of the country. And the number of zeros that we see in these reporting is in these reports, the estimates of revenue and expenditure government is just absolutely alarming. So we have to revisit that, and we will. But before we do that, I haven't played my favorite song for the day, so I want to do that. I got my favorite song for the day. I had to play it, and give me a little lift, and so, and then we'll come to the promise versus performance of the government in the last financial year. 153. We thank you for joining us.
The devil setting traps, will you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you, don't you fall for it? Traps, will you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you. Don't you fall for it. Just like when the signal on your Wi-Fi drop, it does come back stronger, stronger. The more they try to kill you, it's the more you live longer. So if their plan didn't work, it's best they try another plan, or go and try that plan on another man. Everybody like what they like, so they can go and jump in another man. Oh, child, bless, no man curse. Sometimes the blessing them does not bless like a curse. Oh, child, bless, no man curse. Things getting better, better, better when they thought it would be worse. We getting stronger every day. 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 The devil setting traps, will you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you, don't you fall for it? The devil setting traps, will you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you, don't you fall for it? We work so hard to build a strong foundation. Why would they think we're so easy to break down? Maybe the journey was a slow one. Now we in this for the long run. When life teaching lessons, we just sign up, sign up. When God giving blessings, we just line up, line up. Putting in the work till our time up. So if you know you best, put your hands up. Who job bless, no man curse. Sometimes the blessing them just look just like a curse. Who job bless, no man curse. Things getting better, better, better when they thought it would be worse. We getting stronger.
We're getting stronger every day. Now, I just got a call there about this song, and somebody is saying to me, "You are playing." The person says there's a nicer version. All right, there's a better version of your song, so you should play that better version instead. All right, so I found it, and I found it. So here is the other version. This is Signal with Nice. All right.
The devil setting traps.
Traps.
Will you fall
Fall
for it?
for it.
Night, night.
Mhm.
The devil setting traps for you. Don't you fall for it? Whoa! The devil setting traps. Will you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you. Don't you fall for it? Just like when the signal on your Wi-Fi drop, it has come back stronger. The more they try to kill you, it's the more you live longer. Oh, I guess so if they're planning, it's best they try another plan, or go and try that plan on another man. Everybody like what they like, so they can go and jump in another van. Oh, jobless, no man curse. Sometimes the blessing them just look just like a curse. Oh, jobless, no man curse. You get it nice. Sing it for the life, for the life. They can wonder why. No matter what they try, even though they drop behind. Sure, they will never see me backside. You fight for the theory. But together with the evil, see they congregate. They pray hard for the hands of a they're thinking just secret. What? No matter what they do, I'm gonna end it. The devil setting traps. Will you fall for it? Traps, will you fall for it? Traps, will you fall for it? You work so hard to build a strong foundation. Why would they think we so easy to break down? Maybe the journey was a slow one. Now we in this for the long run. When life teaching lessons, we just sign up. When God giving blessings, we just line up. Putting in the work till our time up. So if you know you best, Jah bless, no man curse. Sometimes he blessing them, just like that. Jah bless, no man curse. Things getting better, better, better when they thought it would be worse. We getting stronger every day. 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 Drops really fall for it. Drops really fall for it. Drops really fall for it. Drops really fall for it.
Afternoon time has moved on to 2:00.
Deals Bonanza from June 10th to July 31st. The more you buy, the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. Get to 25 points and you get 10% discount. From 35 to 40 points, you receive 12.5% discount. And from 45 to 50 points, you get 15% discount. The more times you purchase, the more discounts you receive. Come to D&D today and purchase anything store-wide and get your card with 5 points already on it. And the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. And your bonus only for the month of June is the Drain Buster. Get your Drain Buster today and enjoy 10% discount. D&D Plumbing. Terms and conditions apply.
Person passager pour dire nous. But if they could, they would say something like this. I like Linus Vepladu. I must tell my family brought me to Linus after I die. And the way Linus took care of my body with respect and dignity, m'a jamais tapé kate ouais spécial à l'émoté vivant. Linus Funeral Home. 30 years of experience, professional, reliable and compassionate service. We've had 24-hour emergency service. So là, mon numéro, pas quitter rien bas ou dire. Qui est 449-1800, 275-7564, 449-2100, or the emergency number 277-1800. If I keep it between Linus, that time is for you to breathe and grieve. Linus is not willing that any should die, but Zandra, you must go. So when you go with the best chaperone, Linus Funeral Home. Maman tout famille, si c'est pas Linus, il va venir aller payer.
Our numbers are 449-1800, 449-2100, 275-7564, and 276-0400. Call Lyndhurst Funeral Home today.
How much Dominican history do you know? Want to learn some fun facts? We have a great and fun way to test your knowledge and learn more about our history. Get your copy of Dominic Anu, Dominica in Puzzle. Fun for the whole family. Available now on Amazon.com. Visit pushpast10.com to learn more. Email us at dominicainpuzzle@gmail.com or call 877-698-9894.
Join us every Monday for our new radio show entitled Peaceology State.
The vision of Peaceology State is to increase involvements and help improve conditions of peace on individual, family, group, community, national, regional, international, and other levels.
The show will be hosted by founder of Peaceology and the world's first peaceologist, Dr. Peter K.B. St. John.
Co-hosted by his daughter, university journalism student, Patrice K.B. St. John.
Dr. St. John defines peaceology as the science and practice of low stress and high joy.
Peaceology State seeks to increase experiences of low stress and high joy among as many people as possible. Again, join us every Monday 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Caribbean Time on Q95 Radio, the big station.
For you, for you, for you, for you, for you.
Exciting news from AutoTrade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of AutoTrade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, AutoTrade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, there's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by AutoTrade every last Thursday. At AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply.
We don't have the money.
Money, Mr. Money. Not to a free money. Our church will money.
We don't have the money.
See, man never see come see with only country money, buying election and building mansion. Now we going after credit union. You see, we want to save for people money.
The Thursday afternoon time is 2:05. Good afternoon.
What color are you in, boy?
I'm good.
Boy, you're a mystical fella, boy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what you give me two things to rhyme me. I think it's rhyming from you. Are you a technologist or a psychologist? Which one you need to write?
I'm neither.
On which side is it?
I'm either.
No.
I'm neither. I'm just me.
Just you.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I say that is a man of principle, dignity, and one come for business. You're always serious in certain things you are doing. I can remember when you used to be working with Martin. He was talking to the psychology man. You had a meeting with him, and you discussed certain things for him about it if you become a prime minister. Yes, I say that.
Yeah.
And what have you. You know what I mean? I just follow them things there, brother man.
Yeah.
So now it's a different ball game now, brother man. So certain things you're saying, I hope that is really positive on it. Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's a man of, like I said, what I said before. You know, he believe in whatever. You don't want to come to the same problem, I will say difficulty. That's why a lot of people like you, they find where you to this, to that, and not realize they're for country, not for politics.
Right.
And I mean, so everybody can benefit and whatever the country gets to provide for them in terms of work, opportunity, not to come and be begging, because at the end of the day, whatever minister, whoever running that country, they're going to be there every day, all the time. And then what's going to happen with the children are coming behind? All them things you have to think of. Okay?
Yep.
Right.
Indeed.
On the other note now, there's going to be a bishop, some bishop mass today at Cathedral, right? Now, what I want to know is that they're going to be a lot of details going to go there. But I don't want the church to be like a political thing. No matter what religion you support. The religion is supposed to be there for everybody, for Dominica. Whether it's Catholic, whether it's Christian, whether it's Methodist, whatever. So I hope that thing is going to be, it's supposed to be a bishop for Dominica, for the country, not for politics. So whoever is going there today, I want to make it be like that. Get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You don't want to be no kind of politics. At the end of the day, when people go to church, they want to hear the word of God. Not about politics and blah, 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 and supporting that one and throwing words at that one. And it's not supposed to be so. Okay?
Yeah.
You want to hear the word of God. I'm a Catholic as well. And that's the way I talk. I'm a kind of man. I don't care what people say about me, but I don't care for country. Okay?
All right.
I don't support no political party. All I support is Dominica and the Almighty. I believe in, I have full confidence and trust and believe in Him. I don't bow for nobody. All I bow down for is the Almighty. He's the one that runs things, nobody else. That's all I have to say, brother.
All right.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Now, let's have a look at the public sector investment projects in the Ministry of Public Works for 2023-2024. That's where we take care of all our roads and and so on, infrastructure. And every year, a commitment is made to do a number of things in a number of different areas so that we get better. Open up the country, have better communications, etc. Be more agile, better able to do the things necessary to grow the economy. Open it up. All right. Now, I want to also explain, because we've been doing this over the past couple of days, that the numbers we report here are not what the monies that they used to pay salaries. They're not the monies used to pay electricity bill, water, and so on. The day-to-day, they're not the monies used to pay the day-to-day expenses of the government, of running the government. Those are taken care of separately in what we call the recurrent expenditure. This is now part of what is called the capital expenditure, which is the projects, the money to do projects in the various ministries that will make the different sectors better and make Dominica better by extension. So in this Ministry of Public Works, for example, you would have had monies provided for the day-to-day expenses like salaries and wages and so on, and then you'd have the money provided for the projects. This is the project money we're talking about now, okay? And an amount of $137,957,176 was provided for and approved. It was requested in the budget, in the estimates last year, and approved for Dominica, the Ministry of Public Works, and something else. And I'm not sure. Well, it's Public Works. There's some other thing, the digital economy and all these things in it there. Okay, good. And of that $137.9 million, let's call it $138 million, they spent $71.6 million, or 52%. I must tell you that $71.6 million included $11 million that on things that were not budgeted, things that were not in the budget. Right? That $11.5 million covered the rehabilitation at Antrim Road, which was not in the budget last year. The Grand Savan Road rehabilitation, $4.2 million, which was not in the budget last year. The Loda Rehabilitation Road, $6.4 million, that was not in the budget of last year. The Antrim Road rehab was $900,000, just about. Okay, those were not included in the budget, but were spent because I guess some emergency situations developed. All right. So overall, with that, they're showing if you take out that 11.5 million that was not in the budget of last year, and you look at the actual spend in the year, it would be, they would have achieved 44%. They would have spent 44% of the budget. Good. Let's go through the numbers. There was the Layu reconstruction and rehabilitation, that the road there. They had budgeted $600,000. They spent all $600,000, 100%. There was a pilot project for climate resilience, $39.5 million. They spent $44.4 million, 112%. The Cabanas retaining walls, $1 million was approved in the budget. $170.5 million, $170,459 was spent, 17% only. The 11th EDF feeder road rehabilitation, that was $11.4 million. They spent $11 million, that's 97%, just about. Then there was the operationalization of the digital economy. The amount budgeted for that was $16 million. They spent $3.8 million, so that was a spend of $23 million. Guardrails and road safety, $525,000, $500,000, just over, a little over that. They spent $448,333, 9%. Relocation of the soil lab, $500,000 approved, $2,968 spent, 1%. The third water supply project, The third water supply project, an amount of $1.6 million budgeted, nothing spent, zero. Panel bridges, $700,000 budgeted, nothing spent. The rehabilitation of the Lubia Bagatelle Road, $24.7 million. They're showing spending of $66,427, which is practically nothing. It doesn't even register. It shows in the automatic calculation as 0%. Right? In other words, what they spent and nothing was the same. $66,427 from a budget of an approved budget of $24.7 million. The Emsall Bridge, $1 million, nothing spent. The Car Home Feeder Road Rehabilitation, $500,000, nothing spent. Nothing done. Penville Road Rehabilitation and Reinstatement, $1,036,936, nothing spent, nothing done. Roseau Enhancement Project, Phase 2, $1.5 million, nothing spent, nothing done. Wharton Waven Coptall Improvement Project, $1,250,000, nothing spent, nothing done. Retaining wall in Bells, $5 million, nothing spent, nothing done. Roseau River Wall, $500,000, nothing done, nothing spent, nothing done. Goodwill Road and Drainage Rehabilitation, $550,000 approved in the budget, nothing spent, nothing done. National Water Enhancement Program. Let me take my time with this. National Water Enhancement Program. So, now we have water access charge. We paid more for water and so on. That happened to us during the year. So they put up the water bill on us. They had budgeted $16,825,945 for the National Water Enhancement Program. They spent nothing. They did nothing. Calibishi Seawall, $569,499. Nothing spent, nothing done. The data center backup and management, $250,000 but approved in the budget, nothing spent, nothing done. Digital transfer of the government IT network, $500,000 budgeted and approved, nothing spent, nothing done. Repair of the Layu Bridge, $600,000, nothing spent, nothing done. Soufriere Scottshead Wall reconstruction, $500,000, nothing spent, nothing done. Drains and culverts to Point Michelle to Soufriere, $300,000, nothing spent, nothing done. The Dubla Bridge, $700,000, nothing spent, nothing done. Solar wind street lights, $420,000 approved in the budget, nothing spent, nothing done. Road rehabilitation at Maho, $700,000 approved in the budget, nothing spent, nothing done. Retaining walls in Warner, $300,000 approved in the budget, nothing spent, nothing done. Virgin Lane sidewalks, $1.4 million approved in the 2023-2024 capital expenditure budget, nothing spent, nothing done. Procurement of the coal mix plant, $1.1 million, nothing spent, nothing done. The Colliho Wall, $550,000, nothing spent, nothing done. The Benz Intake and Access Road, $650,000, nothing spent, nothing done. The backup water supply for Roseau. Water again. The backup water supply for Roseau. $3.2 million, nothing spent, nothing done. The Boetica Bridge, $500,000, nothing spent, nothing done. The Hampstead Bridge, $500,000 approved in the budget of last year, nothing spent, nothing done. The crossing at Petit Savan, the amount of $500,000 budgeted, nothing spent, nothing done. That's the picture for the That's the picture for Public Works. When you look at it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 areas of zero spending out of 37. There was 37 areas or 37 projects on which the money was approved to be spent. They achieved only 40% of the spending that was approved, and they did nothing on 30 of the 37 projects. But the minister showed up for his check every month end. The minister was paid every month end. And that is the story around the cabinet, the do-nothing cabinet of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Linton.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm going to try and take my time to speak this afternoon. Mr. Linton, I've been listening to you, and you spoke about something in relation with IT or something like that. I have 2 sons who are into that industry, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I have one daughter in the accounting field and one daughter in the economic field. But Mr. Linton, nothing spent, nothing done. Nothing is happening in those areas, you know? And I spoke to some people who have been supporting the Labour Party this morning and told them, I asked them, have you been to St. Lucia? I didn't go to Fido, Mr. Linton. I did not even go to St. Martinique or Guadeloupe. St. Lucia. And I asked, have you been to St. Lucia? Can you see how St. Lucia is shining? And I told him it's one of the things, only one thing that's happening there, because they do not have a government too long in St. Lucia. They have had so many changes since we have had only one administration in our country. And I understand seriously the fact that when you have a political party, I understand seriously that this political administration, the Labour Party, they are still trying to outdo. They are still trying, for emphasis, they are still trying to outdo the 4.5 years UWP did in Dominica. And they are still vacillating. They cannot get anything close to what happened in the 4.5 years. You understand me? So this is where I will end my deliberations just for today. Thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, and a very good afternoon to you. It's 2. Sorry about that. The afternoon time is moving on to 2:22. All of the 2s. We're going to come back in just a moment.
Clean, sanitize, and disinfect with Clean and White bleach. Clean and White. Purchase any Clean and White bleach at any supermarket for a chance to win an 800-gallon water tank or $1,000 shopping voucher. To enter the draw, WhatsApp your name and picture of the receipt to 615-3215. Promotion ends Friday, July 26, 2024.
Cause I'm on my way. KFC delivery is here.
Just place your order at www.kfcdominican.com, Facebook or WhatsApp at 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good.
Cause I'm on my way. Here comes the sun.
Beat the heat with world-class Lorotech inverter type air conditioners from ESA Trading Limited. State-of-the-art technology, quiet and super efficient. Lorotech inverter type air conditioners made by TCL are the most energy efficient air conditioning units, resulting in great savings on electricity. Lorotech DC inverter type air conditioners come with anti-corrosive golden coating for added protection and prevention of bacteria, double galvanized outdoor case against rust, 3-year warranty on complete unit with 5-year warranty on compressor. Available in 9,000, 12,000, 18,000, 24,000, and 36,000 BTU units. Prices start as low as $1,850. Plus, you get 10% discount on cash purchases. Higher purchase terms are also available. Also, ESA Trading Limited offers professional installation and after-sales service. Visit ESA Trading Limited today at the corner of Bayfront and Kennedy Avenue, Roseau, or Canefield Industrial Site, or call us on telephone number 440-0205 or 449-3636. ESA Trading Limited. We're making a difference for
Here
you.
comes the sun.
Boy, naughty boy. Boy, I would drink a cold kubuli. Yeah, boy. Myself, I would drink a BB Spice. No, boy. Yeah, boy. Well, guess what? Kubuli and BB Spice presents Kubuli and BB Summer Battles. Over $20,000 in cash and prizes to be won. Join us for the exciting promotions at selected bars island-wide. All winners will be entered in a grand draw for a chance to win cash prizes, grocery vouchers, top-up, and lots more. Terms and conditions apply. Yeah, boy, I in that. Yeah, boy, myself, like on my BB Spice. Where that be? Please drink responsibly.
Atoufi, pon linet mwen asou tabla ba mwen. Fè vite souple mwen presse.
Ça let me see Mac. Mac away.
Eh ben, isan makredi ou pa ka bien. Ouais, mi linet la même côté à mwen dou la.
Là y est tout l'air. Ek ma take away?
Ça vle di ou bizwen ale Optifam vitman avant zye ou vin pli mauvais.
Dis-moi Mac. Pis pa jodi mwen ni problem epize mwen.
Eh ben, c'est Optifam qui ni pli meilleur docteur zye en peya. A pa di sa, Optifam jatiwe en chay l'argent à sous frame linet. Et yo ni pli belle frame linet qui en style.
Tout ça? Eh ben, moi kay check pressure mwen avant. E ka pwe nay Optifam.
Non, Atoufi. Ale la même. Puisque yo ka check pressure zye ou, examine zye ou pour licence chauffeur, check pour pisa dou, et yo ka jik manager maladie zye glaucoma et puis cataracte.
Bon, ki kote Optifam ye?
Optifam at 223 Great Marlborough Street, 2 Point Queens, Amwazoo. Telephone 440-8486. Eh bien, 285-8676.
Bon Dieu, merci oui. Pour Optifam, yo se limo yon pour occupation zero.
Treat yourself, your family, or a loved one to a comprehensive eye examination at Optifarm Eye Center to check for 20/20 vision. Also inquire about our telemedicine services, filling of external eyeglasses prescriptions, and specials on eyewear.
Also opened is A Medic Urgent Care and Telemedicine Center, offering specialized and general healthcare. Call 612-1328 or come in for your appointment. You could also visit our new location at Casapora Bay Street, Portsmouth.
228, someone on the telephone. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes. I need to ask a question. Something I think is a stupid question. But what I want to find out from you is what percentage of the overall budget was spent?
The percent, the
You
amount.
that question?
Yeah, no. The amount of the overall budget that was spent was, if you look at just the straight numbers, it's 91%. Okay, but There are areas where the budgeted amount was significantly overspent, right? Which means, for example, in the geothermal domestic plant was overspent by $64.9 million. The modern resilient housing program was overspent by $65.2 million. And the Dominican Grammar School project was overspent by $21.3 million, the NEP by $18.8 million. And they went almost $500,000 above budget to bury Creed. All right. All those things together add up to like $170,000 above budget on certain areas of the budget. So you can understand with $170,000 above the budget, many other areas suffered. Even so, while they're showing 91%, if you just look at the straight figures, 91%, when you factor in these numbers above the budgeted amount, the real spend of the budget is somewhere in the region of 66%.
Yes, because I'm trying to figure out if the other projects were more important than the actual projects that they were budgeted
well,
for.
That's
because,
for
you'd have to give a,
well, that's for you to decide. That's for the people to decide. Because, for example, if you look, I'll give you the example of the area of agriculture. For example, agriculture is a growth engine of the economy. So let's look. Let's look at agriculture. Growth engine number one, agriculture. You had in agriculture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas where absolutely no money was spent. Right? Those would have been considered important for the development of the sector and so on. They had 5 areas where they had zero spending. And then in the Department of Trade, in areas of spending to support agriculture, for example, like the multipurpose pack houses, the participation in the agriculture value food chain, the procurement of buying agricultural produce from the farmers, marketing and promotion of agricultural produce, and buying the regional depots for the agricultural produce and so on. Absolutely nothing, no money at all spent on that. So when you raise the question whether there were other more important things to be done, yes, the projects that were done and on which monies were spent are important projects. But how do you find $65 million more for the modern resilient housing project and nothing in agriculture, where it is so vital for support of the farmers and for lifting the economy, for growing the economy? Then you go to tourism and you see a similar picture emerging. So that question you're asking is a very valid question as to prioritization of resources, even though they are approved, because sometimes you approve, you say, yeah, we approve 700 million overall, but we may not raise the 700 million. Again, I'm asking, well, why wouldn't you be able to raise the 700 million in that financial year? In that financial year, we got an amount of $2.3 billion from the sale of passports. $2.3 billion last year from the sale of passports. And from that, we only brought into Dominica $600 million, which means we have an amount of $1.7 billion, $1,700 million that has not come into the treasury, has not been accounted for, yet we are showing that we couldn't raise $700 million for the capital project, for the capital projects of Dominica. And these are the things that Dominicans need to...
No, the whole thing about that is last year, I think you came up with the same type of figures where monies were budgeted for certain projects and they never come to fruition. No, a question arises. Are we deliberately budgeting money for certain things, knowing that we are not going to do it, are not going to use the money?
Well, let me say this. There's nothing that we have budgeted for in the past 2 financial years, for example. Let's say there's nothing we have budgeted for in the last 8 years that we did not have enough passport money to pay for. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Every single thing that we have budgeted for, we could have found money from the sale of our citizenships to pay for it. It is just that money from the sale of our citizenships As much as people don't like to hear it over and over again, the money from the sale of our citizenships is not under our control, 70 to 80% of it, and we are suffering as a result of that. So we were struggling to find the $700 million we approved last year in the parliament to spend on capital projects. We raised $2.3 billion from the sale of passport. We brought in $600 million. We left 1.7 billion outside, 1,700 million outside, and we're given the impression that we were struggling, that we didn't have the money. There is nothing that we have had in the capital budget of Dominica, the public sector investment program of Dominica for the past 8 years, that we have not got passport money to pay for. None.
And then let me ask you a final question, sir. Under what item that money for festivities, like feasts and in different communities, under what item that money is budgeted for?
I'm not sure. There's a community. There's a ministry of culture and community development. There's a ministry of culture, youth, sports, and community development, where I'm seeing here the budget was $25.7 million. The spending was less than $1 million, $929,412, 4% of the budget. And you had 19 out of 21 areas of spending with no spending at all in the ministry for that year. The ministry was supposed to have spent because
we're talking about community development, and it is said that, and I'm not sure. I'm just saying what I heard, that over $100,000 was spent in my community, like people said. Now, if we're talking about community development, after everything is done, what do we have? What development do we have to show in the community after all that money was spent in the community? What do we have to show? Nothing. And I think if we're talking about community development, all those kind of different monies, we should look for some other avenues in this, instead of giving 3 days of CU, just bacchanalian, and all kind of stuff for this community in doing their feet. We should look for some kind of other projects where at the end of it is going to benefit the community. Anyway, thank you for taking my call, and thank you for talking.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
but in that Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development, thank you, caller. All we see here is 2 areas of spending from 21 areas where spending was approved. The Windsor Park, and those 2 areas had to do with the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, infrastructure and lighting component 1, and Windsor Park Sports Stadium rehabilitation works. Okay. National Multipurpose Sports Complex, nothing. Construction of Old Mill Cultural Center stage, nothing. Rehabilitation of our House of Culture, nothing. Renovation of Youth Center, nothing. Construction of tennis and netball courts in Portsmouth, nothing. BNTF 9, nothing. Multipurpose courts at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium forecourt, nothing. Community emergency residence, nothing. Done. Rehabilitation and restoration of playing fields across Dominica. They budgeted a whole $800,000 and did nothing and spent nothing. Renovation of some ceiling at the General Post Office, nothing either. Synthetic Olympic track, nothing. Rehabilitation of Matutu Park, nothing. BNTF 10, nothing. Paybush Cultural and Resilience Center, nothing. Strengthening of the Dominica Youth Business Trust, nothing. Providing grants to homeowners under 40 years old, nothing. They budgeted a whole $1.5 million. They spent nothing. They did nothing. And of course, with the lighting for the Windsor Park, the electronic scoreboard for the Windsor Park, the improvement works for the ICC T20 Cricket World Cup, they did absolutely nothing. That is the story. That's the story of the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development, of Greta Roberts as minister, and Oscar George as Minister of State, accomplishing 4% spending on the amounts approved for that ministry in 2023-2024. 4%. Greta Roberts and Oscar George together. One whole minister and a minister of state picking up their salary every month. To do what, may we ask?
By popular demand, a 92-year-old celebrated farmer Whitney Louis returns to Creole Handbook this Friday, July 26th on the big station 295 FM from 11 a.m.
I raised up on farm. That's why I didn't go to school. So I raised up on the land and in the sea. My father was a farmer, he was a fisherman. But in those days, there was, when night time, there was cane, cocoa, vanilla. These are the three things I made, and limes. And then after World War II, things was bad in Dominica. After World War II, I can remember I was 5 years old.
Whitney Louis.
Banana was number one crop. I got Farmer of the Year for bananas for two reasons: excellence and consistency.
Whitney Louis.
Oliver LeBlanc is the man that put Dominica on its foot. Oliver LeBlanc from Viecas is the one that bull out those Iraqi whole shilling for Dennis, etc. those fellows out, and then he bring us in. Nous tout jeunes beau, nous avons plein d'ambition, nous pas te faire. Nous avons travaillé avec le lot, nous avons pas te connaître, nous avons dit nous lâche, nous pas monter aujourd'hui, pas de transport sans les pieds, nous, miles away. Oliver LeBlanc de moun qui kale England pas apply pour terre. Mais moun qui kale West Dominic apply pour terre.
Sponsored by Digicel and hosted by Prince Wadix, and will be live on the Q95 FM Facebook page and YouTube channel. Join the Creole Handbook this Friday, July 26th on the big station Q95 FM from 11 a.m. as prominent and trailblazing farmer Whitney Louis unravel part 2 of the decorated chapters of his illustrious career. Whitney Louis on Creole Handbook, connecting Dominica to its history. Creole Handbook, a front row seat into the culture of Dominica.
This is a land for citrus. I am going to cover my whole 21 acres in citrus. The parrot, oh Lord Jesus, I suffer. If I am poor today, it's because of the parrots. I suffer a lot. I was the only first Dominican, even the forestry did not know parrot eating oranges.
Auto Trade introduces our newest line of lubricants, Valvoline, America's first branded motor oil. Valvoline has been formulating and improving motor oil longer than any other brand. From the world's first racing oil to the world's first synthetic blend, Valvoline has been trusted in engines around the world for over 150 years. Make the switch today. Choose Valvoline, the original motor oil. At Auto Trade, we only recommend the best in quality because at Auto Trade, it's more than a vehicle. It's a relationship. Valvoline Lubricants, now distributed by Auto Trade.
.242 is the afternoon time. Good afternoon.
Love life, healing, joy. Blessings to you, sir.
Blessings to you, my brother. Hi.
Help me out there, Mr. Lincoln.
Low stress, high joy to you. Low stress and high joy to you. That's from the peaceologist, Dr.
Yes, sir. Blessings. Help me out there.
Yeah.
I leave Dominica. I am overseas for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 brothers. One is an architect, one is an engineer, one is a builder. I don't know the difference. And they're supposed to build me a house. I bought the land. When I come down after 25 or 30 years, there is not a foundation dug. Do I need an accountant to tell me what happened to my money, Mr. Linton?
No, you shouldn't.
Do I need an accountant to tell me what happened to my money, Mr. Linton?
No, well, no. Hold on. All you said. I want to be clear. I want to be careful with you. All you said was that the house was not built. But where's the money?
No, but,
Maybe
and
the
there is
money.
not a trace of the money
Oh,
either.
there's no money. There's no money. Okay, all right. Well, then you don't need an accountant.
Do you think I need an accountant to conclude what happened to my money?
No, absolutely not.
That is what I am saying. Look at where you segue into that segment of your educational program, as you have done for a few decades now. Do you think poor people need further explanation of what is happening to their pockets? Do you think poor people need anybody to be more articulate? If I can tell you, let's say I'm your father or your mother, from the time you were 2 years, your father abandoned you. And that is all I have to tell you. You have to grow up for somebody to explain why you're in your present predicament where poverty or economically is concerned. Mr. Linton, do you think?
No.
You see your mother struggle to grow you up. Now you are a big man, you need an explanation why we in that kind of situation. When your mother always tell you, by the time you was 2 years, your father abandoned you. One word is sufficient for wiser, or if it's foolish people with the lack of comprehension or the mischief making who can think you're falling short, not explaining to poor people why they're poor, why they're unemployed, why they're suffering, what more? And you have done all that, break it down. You have said every damn thing. And you know where I am. I told you where I am, Mr. Linton.
Yeah. We spoke.
And I do not even want to be nobody to know. I'm just trying to keep it on a quiet side. And to tell you the truth, my brethren, that annoys me when I listen to some statement trying to justify their own prejudices, preferences, or mischief making. The whole tight. Blessings to you, sir.
Hold tight, and blessings to you as well. It's now 2:46. That's the afternoon time. The budget is going to be presented tomorrow. That's the budget statement. It's going to be presented against the on the foundation of the estimates of revenue and expenditure for the financial year 2024-2025. That financial year began on the 1st of July. And so the numbers for that period, 1st of July this year to 30th of June next year, going to be presented by the finance minister tomorrow. I think it's from 10 o'clock, tomorrow. I don't know when the debate will begin, but it will be sometime after that. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm good. Mr. Soulpools, how are you doing?
Ask a question. Mr. Linton, when a government has budgeted a certain amount of money for different projects and they haven't used a cent on those projects, is there any form of punishment or the government should be able to budget another set of money for those same projects on another budget? I don't understand what is happening. I want to give some clarity on that.
Yeah,
How can you budget certain billions of dollars for certain projects and not using a cent? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, you're not using a cent maybe because there's something that different things would happen. Thanks for the observation. Different things would happen. You could decide you have approval for an amount of $10 million to be spent in Ministry X or Y, and then during the course of the day you decide, well, there's a bigger priority in some other ministry, and you have approval for the money already, so you're going to spend it in the other ministry instead. All right, a bigger priority emerged. Those things happen. That's not what we're dealing with here, That's not what we're dealing with at all. It's not that the government is unable to find the money for the things that the government has committed to do for the people and for the country, for the improvement of Dominica, the things that they have agreed to do, the projects that they've agreed to pursue for improvement of the various sectors in particular, and Dominica in general. It is not about a shortage of money. So they agreed, for example, I said they were going to spend $700,000 on priority areas of action across the different ministries, $700 million. They cannot tell you that they could not find $700 million because from the citizenship by investment alone, I'm not talking taxes, I'm talking citizenship by investment alone, the revenues were $2.3 billion, 2,300 million. From that, we got only $600 million. They left $1.7 billion, $1,007 million of the people's money for last financial year outside of the treasury, and therefore cannot present any credible argument that they didn't have money or they couldn't find money for the projects on the public, the capital projects, those that we find on the public sector investment program for the year 2023-2024. So we're not dealing with shifting priorities or not being able to find money and so on. We're dealing with not doing the work. That's all. They didn't get the work done. And they must explain why they didn't get the work done. Can anything happen to them? Well, that's for the people. It's the people who employ them, and the people must be able to make decisions about whether they continue to employ them or whether they're going to get rid of them now, demand their resignation now, or whether they're going to wait until the election to vote them out. That's how democracies operate. But a minister and a minister of state in one ministry who delivers 4% of their public sector investment program for a given year should be answering questions from the people. The first order of business would be, why are you not resigning? Tell us why we should not demand your resignation. Because you're clearly not doing the people's work. You have picked up the people's money for your salary, but you have not been doing the people's work. At 4% implementation on your public sector investment program, you cannot be doing the people's work. At 12%, you can't be doing the people's work either. Even at 29%, which is the Ministry of Agriculture, you can't be doing the people's work. 36% in the Ministry of Health, you can't be doing the people's work. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Honorable.
Good afternoon, bro.
Listen, I want to go back on something you bring out earlier on in that, in terms of that report. I was trying to get in, but my call just wasn't going through at all. Honorable Linton, that report revealed and clarified something to me, because for the longest while I trying to really get a true understanding of that program, in that it looked like there are a lot of different programs with the CBI, because the massive guy, all the government has they have to do is give the government $50,000, and they could invest if it's 200,000, and then they get a return on the investment. Am I correct?
Well, that's the real estate project. It's not the Nassif guy. It's the real estate project. The real estate component of the CBI allows you to get money for a real estate project up to the standard. The amount is $200,000 US, and the investor of $200,000 is also paying a fee for the passport of $50,000 to the government,
which the governments get.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that makes a little sense to me, and that is why election have consequences. I earlier caller talking about we need to, which I support, revamp the program and so Dominica could benefit more. But that is why election have consequences, because I know under UWP we would want more than 50,000. I mean, you could put your money and invest, and get your returns, whatever, that's capitalist. I don't have a problem with that. And I just find it was enlightening, because on the other hand, you have another program where Roosevelt Skerrit giving these people the passport, like Anthony Hayden. They're selling the passport. He giving them land. They're taking the money. They're building a hotel, and Dominica has no share of it. Dominica has no part of it. Nothing belongs to them. So that's why I said clarify one aspect of it. And that's why transparency is important and information is important. And I hear my friend Zed Lloyd, he's not happy with the program, and so a lot of us are not happy with the program. But that is where your vote have consequences. Election have consequences. And let me tell him, once we have a free and fair election in Dominica, once it is clean and it is fair, UWP will beat Roosevelt Skerrit any day. You can put your money on Roosevelt Skerrit if you want. I will put mine on UWP. Once the process is fair, it is free, and it is clean. Because we're telling people, UWP cannot beat Roosevelt Skerrit. That is sorry, Mr. I forget I'm on the radio. That's nonsense. You understand? Talking about UWP Kabalo. Who does bring the information to? Who don't let us know what's good? That is what the opposition is for, my brother. A watchdog of the people. They have to bring the information to the people, and the people will decide what they're going to do. But in Dominica, we have everything upside it down. You understand? We don't have to wait for nobody to tell us what to do. Once the information, well, we don't have a good media, but the UWP and especially Lennox Linton is bringing the information, and that should be enough to activate any citizen that loves the country. And once the process is clean and the people have an opportunity to choose the government, that is where let the best man win.
All right.
And Russell Kerry cannot be the best man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
At Bloombox, we now carry and are fully stocked in granola fertilizers. Urea 46%, great for leafy green 15-15-15, great for all vegetables or young fruit trees 20-20-20, best for foliar spray and seedings and small vegetables 12-12-17, great for tree crops or flowering vegetables and fruits 12-24-12, root crop fertilizer like dasheen and white potato 12-4-28, great for tree crops or flowering vegetables and fruits. Red potash for fruit trees and vegetables. All the fertilizers you need are available at Bloombox, located on Federation Drive, Goodwill, second property on the right after the Valley Link Road. Your one-stop shop for everything that grows. Let's bloom together.
How much Dominican history do you know? Want to learn some fun facts? We have a great and fun way to test your knowledge and learn more about our history. Get your copy of Dominic Anu, Dominica in Puzzle. Fun for the whole family. Available now on Amazon.com. Visit pushpast10.com to learn more. Email us at dominicainpuzzle@gmail.com or call 877-698-9894.
Here comes the sun. Beat the heat with world-class Lorotech inverter type air conditioners from ESA Trading Limited. State-of-the-art technology, quiet and super efficient. Lorotech inverter type air conditioners made by TCL are the most energy efficient air conditioning units, resulting in great savings on electricity. Lorotech DC inverter type air conditioners come with anti-corrosive golden coating for added protection and prevention of bacteria, double galvanized outdoor case against rust, 3-year warranty on complete unit with 5-year warranty on compressor. Available in 9,000, 12,000, 18,000, 24,000, and 36,000 BTU unit. Prices start as low as $1,850. Plus, you get 10% discount on cash purchases. Higher purchase terms are also available. Also, ESA Trading Limited offers professional installation and after-sales service. Visit ESA Trading Limited today at the corner of Bayfront and Kennedy Avenue, Roseau, or Canefield Industrial Site, or call us on telephone number 440-0205 or 449-3636. ESA Trading Limited. We're making a difference for you.
The afternoon time is 2:57. That's all the time we have. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday, the 26th day is budget day in Dominica. We'll be back to keep you company and walk you through whatever that needs to be walked through. Morning, the budget will present in the morning. We'll see how we look back at it in the afternoon. All right? Take care of yourselves. God bless you. Love you all the time.
The devil setting traps. Will you fall for it? Nice. Setting traps for you, don't you fall for it. Whoa! The devil setting traps, will you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you, don't you fall for it? Wow. Just like when the signal on your Wi-Fi drop, it just come back stronger. The more they try to kill you, it's the more you live longer. So if their plan didn't work, it's best they try another plan. Or go and try that plan on another man. Everybody like what they like, so they can go and jump in another van. Oh, jobless, no man curse. Sometimes the blessing them there's no just like a curse. Oh, jobless, no man curse. They get nice. They me ball, but they lie, Every day they think and wonder why. No matter what they try, even though they jump behind. Sure, they will never see me backside. The time for the theory. Come together with the evil, see they congregate. They pray hard, but their hands have a second. They're thinking just secret. What? No matter what they do, I'm gonna end it. The devil set the traps, will you fall for it? Wow! The devil set the traps for you, don't you fall for it? The devil set the traps, will you fall for it? The devil set the traps for you, don't you fall for it? Respect and never longer you work so hard to build a strong foundation. Why would they think we so easy to break down? Maybe the journey was a slow one. Now we in this for the long run. When life teaching lessons, we just sign up. When God giving blessings, we just line up. Putting in the work till our time up. So if you know you're blessed, put your hands up and hold your blessed. No man